Hello, gentle dreamer. Are your toes tucked in? Pillow just right? Because tonight, we're heading to a forest full of sunshine, sweet rolls, and one wobbly basket. This isn't just any version of Little Red Riding Hood. It's one with Nuton, Lola, Wuity, and a furry fellow who's not quite what he seems. So snuggle in and let's find out how kindness, laughter, and cake can turn a story around. It was a golden morning in the Hudson Valley. Nuton and Lola tumbled out of the car in front of Grandma and Grandpa's house. The windows were open and something delicious floated on the wind. Apple cake with cinnamon and butter. "Grandma's baking!" Nuton cheered. "I remember the basket she used to put them in." "You mean the one you knocked over and blamed on the dog?" Lola grinned. Inside, Grandma welcomed them with flour on her cheeks and a twinkle in her eyes. Wuity zoomed around the kitchen, glowing like a little firefly. The house smelled like hugs. "Before you eat anything," Grandma said, "you three should hear the story behind this cake." "A story?" Nuton asked. "Is it Little Red Riding Hood?" "It is," Grandma said, "but tonight, the tale is a little sweeter." Nuton groaned. "I don't like the wolf. He's mean." "You always say that," Lola replied. "But what if there's more to him?" Wuity blinked and raised a floury spoon like a magic wand. Grandma smiled and said, "Let me tell you about a village, a red hood, and a basket that wobbled its way into a new kind of ending." The world shimmered and shifted. Suddenly, they stood in a storybook village with red-tiled rooftops, chimneys like candy canes, and fresh-baked smells floating from every window. Bees buzzed lazily, and the trees swayed like they were listening. "This is the warmest village ever," Lola whispered. Little Red skipped toward them, wearing a cherry-colored hood and carrying a woven basket. "Nuton, Lola, Wuity, you're here just in time. I'm taking these sweet rolls to Grandma's cottage through the forest." The basket wobbled in her arms. "Careful," she said. "These buns are fresh and fluffy." "We'll help," Nuton said proudly. "I won't drop a thing." Wuity did a silly spin, but bumped the basket lightly. "Let's go before anyone gets hungry," Red said cheerfully. But in the trees, something watched. As they entered the woods, a gust of wind whooshed by and snatch! The basket flew from Red's hands. A shadow zipped through the trees. "The basket!" Lola cried. It's the wolf, Red gasped. He took it again! They dashed after him, Red leading the way. Come back, she shouted. But the wolf only laughed, not growling, but chuckling like someone playing tag. If you want your treats, he called, you'll have to play my game. A challenge? Nuton blinked. Oh, I love forest games. Wuity nodded and wiggled. The chase was on, but what none of them knew yet was this. The wolf's bad behavior was really a puzzle waiting to be understood. The first challenge was a log bridge tangled with vines. A sign read, "Only those with light hearts and funny thoughts may pass." Funny thoughts? Nuton said, tapping his chin. Ahem, why don't trees gossip? Why? Asked Lola. Because they don't want to leaf anyone out. Wuity snorted, the vines untangled with laughter. Challenge 2 was a circle of mirrors. The reflections twisted their faces. Too scary, muttered Red. Too grumpy, said Lola. Wuity's reflection made a bubble nose. Then Nuton said softly, "What if the wolf looks scary, but feels soft inside?" The mirrors cleared. "We're seeing the outside," said Red, "but not what's inside." The last challenge was a hill made of cake crumbs and honey jars. A note said, "Only those who share can find the way." "It's sticky," Nuton whispered. "And sweet," Red smiled. She scooped a crumb, made a tiny cake ball, and handed it to Wuity, who added a cherry light. Together they climbed, leaving kindness on each step. At the top sat the wolf, paws crossed, looking at the basket. "Did you pass my games?" he asked. "All 3, Red said gently. "We didn't growl. We shared. We understood." The wolf's ears drooped. "I only took the basket because I wanted someone to notice me." "You did all that," Nuton said, "just because you wanted to play?" The wolf nodded. "When I smile, animals think I'm snarling. When I laugh, they think I'm howling. I just wanted a friend." Wuity floated over and patted his paw. Red stepped forward, holding something in her small hands. "My mom made me a scarf-shaped cake," she said. "For sharing, for peace." She placed it in the wolf's paws. He stared, slowly. He took a bite. Warmth filled his eyes. He sniffled. "It's sweet," he whispered. "No one's ever made something just for me." A tear rolled down his fur. Lola smiled. "You know, you don't have to scare people to be seen." "You just need cake," Nuton said proudly. Everyone laughed. Wuity floated like a sparkly balloon. "How about a picnic?" Lola suggested. "Right here under this big tree." So they laid out a cloth. The wolf laughed, not a scary laugh, but a soft one. He played shadow tag with Wuity, traded jokes with Nuton, and even braided a flower crown with Red. "This is the best kind of story," Red said, "because it ends with everyone smiling." Tink! The real oven dinged back in Grandma's kitchen. The story faded like mist. Nuton and Lola sat blinking at the warm smell around them. Grandma pulled out the real basket of fresh apple cake. "Still magical," Lola whispered. Wuity tried to float a cake but bonked its head into the frosting. Nuton giggled. "Wuity, that's not how you eat." He grabbed 2 slices, holding one out to Lola with sticky fingers. Lola raised an eyebrow. "You touched both, didn't you?" Nuton shrugged, cheeks full. "It's called brother tag." Lola sighed, took the cake anyway, and smiled. Outside, Grandpa waved from the pond, where the fish splashed like sprinkles, and the flowers nodded as if joining the laughter inside. So now, as your eyes begin to close and your dreams tiptoe in, remember, sometimes the ones who seem grumpy just need a little care, and maybe, just maybe, a slice of something sweet. Good night, little Red. Good night, sweet wolf. And good night to you. May your dreams be warm, kind, and sprinkled with joy.